In honor of this month's photography theme, Maybe This Will Work, I just did some experimental portraits with the string lights that you see behind me. Let me share the results I achieved as I tried different things and some lessons that I learned for next time. Before we get into the new photos, I have used string lights before in this photo shoot. I had a whole bunch of colored string lights taped up to the ceiling with painter's tape and hanging down around me. I loved the look and I knew that I wanted to do something with white lights in the future. So I actually purchased this curtain of lights months ago for a themed portrait shoot that I had in mind. I couldn't quite pull it all together, so I skipped it and the lights have just been sitting in my drawer ever since. Fast forward to this month, I was cleaning out my drawers and I found them, so out they came. I am always looking for ideas for new profile photos for my different social media pages, and I also wanted to update the thumbnail on my new Udemy course. I thought maybe I could create some simple but not totally plain studio portraits with the lights blurred out in the background. I wanted a bright look to the photos, so I started with the lights hanging in front of my white backdrop. I ran into an issue right away though. The light strings were just spaced too far apart, so I doubled the curtain in half so there were twice as many strings of lights behind me, and that's what you see here. I actually attached these to a second backdrop pole with gear ties. I love those things. And that solved the issue. Because I wanted these photos to be pretty tight portraits, I didn't need a wide curtain of them behind me anyway, so it was fine that that shortened the curtain. Then I wanted to try a darker look, like you actually see behind me now. Because I have dark curtains back there, we were able to set it up so that the background just became dark. And there was one issue here, and it's that my dark hair blended too much into the darkness. So I added a third light pointed at me from the back right as a halo light. It's not on now. That way it didn't illuminate the curtains behind me so that the dark background was maintained, but I stood out. So in the end, the photos didn't end up being anything too special, which wasn't really the intention anyway. This was all just an experiment. It is kind of funny though that it looks a little bit like I was at junior prom. That being said, I did figure out that if I purchase another curtain or two, I can definitely achieve the look that I want for that original portrait idea that I had, so maybe you'll see that sooner or later. It will definitely be a much larger ordeal, so I need to do some planning. In the meantime though, members, I do have a gallery of images for you from this shoot. There is a link down below where you can log in to see them. And for everyone, there are links down below as well to this curtain of lights that I have and the gear ties too. They're super handy to have around the studio. So that's it. Thank you all for watching, and I will be back next week for the end of Maybe This Will Work. I have a couple of cool videos planned for you, so make sure you subscribe and follow and such. Talk to you soon.